Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach, and I'm backstage here at Tomorrowland. Easily one of the greatest festivals, maybe the greatest festival to ever exist. I'm here with a Ukrainian DJ and a labelhead. She goes by the name Miss Monique, green hair and all. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're very interesting. Very, genuinely. I watched you out there today, and can you just explain, when you're out playing a set, are you thinking about what you're playing, or are you just genuinely flowing?
Well, of course, I can say that I'm not thinking. I focus on my set. But at the same time, I just trying to take the all. And did you see that crowd today? I was like at the beginning, before to go to the stage, I was nervous as hell. I was like, I don't know why, usually I already had this experience with such a big audience, but this one was different by some reason, and I was so much nervous. But once I came to the stage, and I was thinking I have to control, I was preparing, I was working on the music and all the stuff, but once I came on the stage, I just relaxed. I let the people's energy just go through my body, my mind, just relax, and maybe just a little to control myself, not to go too much crazy, So
It's interesting.
that's how it is.
You talk about the people and the energy flowing through you. What is flowing through you when you're actually making these songs in a studio and there's nobody but you around?
The same people energy, because I have I feel like I have the very special connection with my listeners through the social media. I started, I always saying that I came from YouTube platform, when I started with my streams, that's how people actually find out about me. And I always been in connect with them through the chats, through the comments, through the messages. So sometimes even I have small secret. When I lose my inspiration or mood, I feel myself not too good, I always go into the social, speaking with my listeners, and that's where I get my inspiration. So it's always when you will ask me, no matter I'm sitting at home or I'm in the studio or I'm on the stage, there is always one answer. The biggest inspiration which I have, it's my listeners and their energy.
It's the community you cultivated.
Yes, I would say yes.
Was your initial purpose when you started social media to use it as a vehicle for music, or what was the initial, what did you want to do with social when you first started on it?
Do you mean what was my, I apologize, I'm not so strong in English. Your English is incredible.
It's the only language I speak. It would be it would suck for me if it wasn't good. What was your goal when you first started social media and streaming?
I can say that okay, my goal was just to show my music with all the world. It's maybe very basic, maybe very typical answer, but that's only one thing which I wanted, just to share my music, to share what I'm doing, to share my podcast, which I started on YouTube more than 10 years ago, So
That's cool.
My goal was really simple, just to share the music,
When you first share music online,
Yeah.
is it the response you were looking for?
I don't think that I was expecting that response which I've got. I actually didn't expect that I will get any response.
Yeah, because you do it because you just need to get it out there for yourself.
That was just a funny moment, because when I came for the first time online on the stream in my hometown in Kyiv, we had Radio Intense studio, and my not friends in that moment, but the Ukrainian artists who I knew, they started this project. And when I first time came to the studio and started stream, I was sure that no one won't listen, no one won't watch it. But then with each stream, I started to get 50, 70, 100 people. And now we have around each stream which I have on my YouTube channel, we have more than 3,000 people online. For me, that's incredible. I know there are some artists probably who have bigger audience maybe, but for me to start from the 50 people,
That's amazing.
and go to such a it's like a festival online, you know. We have always joking like, guys, like we are like the festival, but here in this chat, you know. So for me, that's incredible, and sometimes I even still can't believe that it's happened, and the people like it, my podcast. Like, I'm really appreciative for that.
By the way, like I think like one of the biggest things, like when people start today, it's like they get discouraged when they see 5 people watching, 10 people watching, 20 people watching. But the reality is like consistency and pushing through that is how you end up building the community that you have today. Like you could have easily been discouraged.
What does it mean discouraged? It's like disappointed?
Yeah,
or
disappointed.
Like,
You see 5 people watching. Like a part of you could feel discouraged. But
I actually had this feeling, and that's cool that you asked me this question, because I perfectly remember that moment. I started first my Mind Games podcast series, and maybe after first 5 years, I didn't have honestly much result. I mean, like, not I was so much I never care about the numbers, you know, but still I wanted to have the big audience who I could share my music, to build my like community, because it's always interesting for me to speak with my audience, with my listeners, you know. And after 5 years, I didn't have almost any result. And at some point, one friend of mine, he came to me and he said, like, listen, maybe DJing, it's not yours. Maybe you have to finish. And I'm like, well, probably I have to start to think about it. And after these words, one of my videos started to be like so much how to say, accepted on the YouTube. So many people started to watch it, kind of, if I can say viral. Yes, and it got like more than 10 million views or something, and I was like, no, this is the sign. I'm not gonna stop DJing. I'm just going harder and harder since this day. And you know, the funny things happen with me time to time, when even till now, when sometimes I, like every person, I have some bad days, some bad mood, when I'm like, no, maybe it's not mine or something. And each time, that's funny thing, but since that moment, each time I have some sign all the time, you know? So
I get that.
Yeah, that moment which like changed my mind. Thought I'm like, I never give up. Like, that's mine. That's what I love. The music I love. I love to share with the people. I love to see people. I love to communicate with my crowd, you know? So no, I'm not just stop it. I will continue.
That's the universe telling you to keep going. That's the
maybe
universe
that was a sign, or maybe
Yes.
I'm just trying to
No, it's a sign.
build this story like a sign. I don't know, but I just want to believe by this way, you know.
I believe in the universe. I believe in manifestation. I believe that like a lot of us are like born to do what we do. And like, do you feel like you were born to do this?
That's hard to say,
Totally.
because, be honest, I've never in my life never been connecting with the music. I didn't have like musician education, or like I've never visited the parties so much, you know. I just started to visit parties when I started to be interested in the DJing, you know. So if it's like this, I will be happy, but it's hard to say for me.
What was the first time you ever made music? Was it like for like a song that was going to be heavily produced and a dance record?
The production I started later, much later. I always saying that first I'm a DJing, and to start to explore the DJing and all these kind of things, I started when I was, I think 18, 19. I'm so bad about the numbers. The first time I came for the party, it was 16, but I just came for fun, you know. And only after maybe few years later, I started to think like, why not trying myself as a DJ? No, I had some few different reasons. So that's how I opened for myself DJ life.
Can you, by the way, you just did this Mix Mag set, and can you describe for me fully, like, what is the dance music scene in Kyiv right now?
In Kyiv.
Yeah, and then what was it a few years ago?
Before the Russia attacked my country, I think we had incredible level of the music scene, electronic music scene. We had so many events, and even when it was the pandemic, of course, like everyone, we had restrictions, we had rules, but the same time, we had so many incredible events with the best DJs which you can remember right now. every one of them came to Ukraine for make some parties, of course with the restrictions. Everything was right. And I felt like our scene is so much growing up. Everyone knows about Ukraine now. Everyone wants to come to Ukraine. Everyone love our crowd. And then in that high moment, I'm like, when I'm talking, I have goosebumps because
goosebumps hearing it.
It was, I'm so much proud about my country, about my about our electronic music scene, which we had in that moment. And just because the Russia decided to attack my country, we basically lost that amazing level. Of course, now the people still trying to make parties, and we can't blame them for that because, like, people just want to do this. They're in the hardest conditions of their life right now. It's the worst what can happen. It's the war in your country, So, but before the war, Ukrainian electronic music scene was incredible, and I believe that once this horrible war will stop, we will just back on the same level, or maybe even better. Yes, of course. I'm really believing that. I believe in Ukrainian music scene. I believe in our artists. We have so many incredible, talented people. So
I believe in the Ukrainian people, dude. It's like it is a light. It is an energy that will never be extinguished. And to your point, like when people try to extinguish that, when they persevere, it only comes back stronger. Yes. It only comes back more vibrant and brighter.
Yes, but if have you ever been in Ukraine?
No, I wish.
Yeah, but I think I was there just like a few weeks ago, and I can say for sure that our Ukrainian people are the bravest, the strongest, and I'm very proud to be Ukrainian. I was proud before, but now I can explain how much I'm proud to be Ukrainian and have this chance to put flag of my country on the main stage of the Tomorrowland, to support, to tell about my country and about our incredible, absolutely incredible people.
No, it's a big deal. Like, the responsibility's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, for that flag to be on you in a sea of all those other flags that exist in that crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It is powerful, right? It is a responsibility.
Yeah, I was almost crying on the stage. Like, I mean, now after 3 years, I learned myself how to control my emotions, because I remember that I'm the artist who on the stage, and you have to control your emotions. But the first months since the war started in my home, that was so hard. I think I was actually crying almost every set, because people come in, the crowd come in, they put the flags, Ukrainian flags, no matter they're from Italy or Hungary or France, like no matter. They just like want to support my country, and that's incredible, that's emotional, and that's on some point very hard, of course, till even now, like. But I'm appreciative to everyone who supports Ukraine till now. I know it's like 3 years already. It's a huge part of time, but I'm appreciative to everyone who not forget and who still support.
You can't forget. Are you kidding?
There are some. I know that there are some people, who feel like, oh, there is something happened. I know there are some people like this, but I'm really appreciative for everyone who still remember and reminding and support.
The second people forget is the second that power goes unchecked, and it becomes everybody's problem way more than it is already. It's like the ramifications, the ripple effect. It's like, you're very strong.
Yes.
Is it, you go to Ibiza, you have a residency there.
Oh, yes.
So much of this and what's going on at home does have to exist on a back burner to a certain degree, no?
Well, what do you mean? What's the question? Sorry.
You have to park everything that's going on at home. Do you have to park life at the door or leave it at the door in order to perform in Ibiza? Like, do you need to, like, what mindset?
You mean like to separate my...
Yes.
No, I never forget. It's impossible to forget. I was in that night when Russia first attacked my country. I was at my home, and I stayed there a few weeks in Kiev, in Ukraine. In Kiev first, maybe. I have actually such a mess, because when we realized that, when we started to count how many days we stayed, I was thinking that one day it was like 5 days, because
your mind,
the mind is getting crazy. So I was saying in Kiev, I saw everything, I felt everything, and I don't think that person who ever seen and understand what is it war will ever forget about this for a second. So, as I told you, I just learned myself to control emotions, but I will never forget that there is my home, Ukraine. Even if I'm not at home, I still remember, I still support, and I will never forget my home, my people. I will be always supporting and helpful, you know.
Everything you do, every set you play, just
I'm trying
out the
to
right
be
message.
involved as much as I can.
What is it like playing in Ibiza, though? What is it like playing in Ibiza compared to Tomorrowland? What is it like playing to a stream compared to Tomorrowland? I have a bunch of questions about that. like really, like do you approach a stream set the same way you'll approach an Ibiza set?
Approach, it's like preparation.
Yeah, same preparation, set list.
So I will say like this: no matter where I played, it's Tomorrowland or it's the studio at my home or it's Ibiza or it's a small party, I don't know, like for 20 people. My preparation always will be the same. My nervous always be the same. My pain in the stomach always the
Because
same.
it matters to you.
Yes. And you know that there was like one my friend who told me, I was like 14 years I'm nervous. 14 years I have pain in my stomach before to go on the stage. And my friend told me, like, I think when you will stop have all the signs, that means that you just don't care.
That.
So I think that's probably a good thing, which I mean,
Yes.
it's not comfortable for me, but it's still like, for me, it's always makes sense, you know? For me, it's always important, and I make always the 100% preparation for each of events where I'm playing or stream, which I do.
By the way, like it is, I've had to tell myself the same thing, right? Like I've been doing this same show for 18 years. I interview 4 to 6 people
Wow.
a week. I get nervous before every fucking interview.
He doesn't look like the person who nervous, honestly.
But I am. But the
Yes.
reality is I'm nervous because it matters, right? And you're nervous about things that have real impact and affect people. And like, yeah, like being nervous is not a bad thing. It means you
Yeah.
give a shit.
I understand your feelings totally, and I share them, really.
It's real. So, okay, Tomorrowland, yes, intense level of preparation, but like, do you cater your set? Do you change your set to the crowd? And do you know that before you get in, or do you kind of change it while you're up there?
I always try. I never prepared myself, my set. I mean, like, if I'm playing, like, in my studio, in my home, and we recorded stream, of course, this set I already prepared.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing in the club or festival Tomorrowland, I did some preparations because the way how I'm playing here, it's a bit different. We have only 1 hour for that music which I play. It's so short. It's really short time. So you have to mix in faster, to change in the tracks faster. In this case, I have some imagination what I want to play. Of course, I can do some edits if I see the crowd's reaction is different or the way how I planned it's going different. In this case, I can make some edits. In the clubs, I usually don't even know which track I will put the first one. Because, you know, it's hard when you sit it at home, and even if you're trying to make some preparation, like, how you see this? Like, you are not in the club, you don't know what is the mood. People come and always different. The DJs who playing before you, the
Totally.
way how they build this mood is always different. So I feel like for me it's the best option. Just come a bit early if I have this chance, like to come maybe 20, 30 minutes earlier.
Listen and watch.
Yeah, just to feel the vibe, and then you understand what to play. So most of my sets I never prepare because I think it's the worst what you can do. It will destroy your real feeling, and probably at the end will destroy your set, you know?
It's so real.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't assume it. You can't assume what the energy is going to be in the room. You can't assume who's going to be there. What the
What does it mean, assume?
assume just
Like to imagine what will be the
yeah.
vibe?
Imagine with certainty is what it
okay.
means to assume. right?
Yeah.
Like to believe with 100% certainty that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be this energy. These types of people are going to be filling the venue. The DJ before me is going to end with this type of energy. Like,
yes.
you can't.
There are so many details which you have to count.
You have to
Again,
feel it.
I'm
You can't
talking
predict.
just about myself. Maybe some other artists, maybe they have their own different waves of how they preparing for the set. For me, that's the best, and I can say that's probably my best sets of being creating when I even didn't have any idea what I'm gonna do right now. So of course I have some tracks which the promos which I get, I put on my USB and everything. Of course this kind of preparation I'm doing, but exactly to put track by track, no, this is something what I never do.
You feel it.
That's what I want. I want to feel. That's why for me it's always important to go with the fresh mind, sleeping before my set, have a good rest, have a good mood, don't have any conflicts. You know, like even with my team, I always say like, don't not so straight, but let's talk, but just a little, you know, because I put all my mind, all my attention, all my vibes, energy, just for my set.
Are you very empathetic?
Well,
Empathetic, can feel and carry other people's emotions, can understand somebody's energy.
Yeah, that's true. So that's why for me it's very important to have the clean mind, the clean soul, the clean energy, you know. Everything must be fresh for understand maximum the crowd who I came to play, you know.
You're incredibly special.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you for the time and really the honesty. I really can't thank you enough. Really, thank you.
We're finishing.
Yeah, I mean, but
I feel so sad.
come
I always, you know, I will be honest. Like the interview, that's the worst part of which I don't like. But today, there is something different.
You like this one?
Yes, I love. Not just like I love this one. And I really feel sorry that we have to finish so fast. Thank you, guys.
Whenever you're in California, come on my show. Come to our studio. We'd love to have you.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're very much once in a generation energy, and you're really special.
I am so much appreciated. Thank you, guys.
I felt this one. Miss Monique, everybody. Thank you.
And thank you for your listeners who will watch this video. Really hope you will like it.